Okay, and another video on graphing exponentials, and this one is where you've got an opposite or negative sign out in front of the power. And so we want to make sure we're careful in how we assign that negative, because the negative is not a part of the base. Okay, it's not like there's a -4 in parentheses. So this is not the same. Just make sure you know this is not the same as this. This is not the same. It does not equal the opposite of 4, the x plus 3. This is where we apply the negative. We don't really have negative bases. We don't graph exponentials like that because that jumps back from negative to positive, and it's not a continuous function. So this one where the negative's out in front is we apply the power to the 4 first, and then we apply the negative. So again, if you plug in a 0 for x, you're going to get 4 to the, that'll be a 3 as an exponent, and 4 to the 3 ends up being 64. So that's going to be a -64. It's off the chart. So what we want to do is we typically try and make this exponent. We want to make x plus 3. We want that to be a 0 typically. We'd like to get that intercept, that if possible. And so that would mean we would start out with x being -3. So if x is equal to -3, I'm going to plug -3 in for x, because that gives me the opposite of 4 to the, really what will essentially be the 0 power. Now 4 to the 0 power is 1, so this answer is going to be a -1 because it's the opposite of 4 to the 0. And so now if we plug in a -2, then we get negative, the opposite of 4 to the, now the -2 plus 3 makes our exponent a 1. So 4 to the first power is 4, and then you apply the negative after, so that will be a -4. So there's two ordered pairs, -3, -1, right here, this point right here, and -2, -3, -1 is down here, and then -2, -4 will be right here. Those are the 2 points we're going to want to apply. So if we exit the drawing tool, so we'll have those 2 points, -3, -1. Click on this, -3, -1, and then -2, -4. 2 values, and there's our solution right there. Okay, I hope you found that helpful.